You've got to be patient. You're not going to be an overnight success. That's just the reality.
Welcome back to the Marketing Muscle Up podcast show. This is the show where we help you grow your fitness and wellness studio, fitness and wellness personal training business, or gym. And in today's episode, it is all about education. That's what I'll talk about today. Over the period of probably 2 years, there's a lot of things that have changed in the education space. And I want to kind of bring that to your attention a little bit of how you're producing and how you're growing as a fitness pro. And there's an amazing new platform just about to come into the marketplace. And this platform is pretty unique because it's bringing pretty much the best to the table in a brand new, different way. And I've got one of the co-founders of this brand, David Welch, joining me. Welcome, David.
Yo. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to have you. Now, you understand the game of PT because this is where you came from, Dave, wasn't it? You've been a PT, started in Fitness First, 10 years. You're doing the 60 sessions a week. Understand the game, National PT of the Year, in Sydney based. And you've been, doing the grind, doing the work, but you've also built up a network of experts that you call on to get your information over the years too. And now you're bringing them all together. Tell me your background a little bit. Why you got in the industry for and what's going on at the moment.
I think the background's pretty simple, but I'm a people person. Yeah. I like to be around people. I'm not one of those people that can be, stuck behind a desk all day. I'd go insane. Finished school. First thing I thought that, how can I hang around a lot of people and try and be cool? I spent, almost 11, 12 years as a bouncer in Sydney's King's Cross and Oxford Street. And, I've seen it all in front of me, and I've witnessed a lot of things. Yep. The thing that I loved about being a doorman, though, was the opportunity to engage with a lot of people, make a lot of new friends. There is a dark side to being a doorman as well, and that will generally test you out whether you're up for that type of stuff. But the skill of a really good doorman is they're great communicators. If you're a really, really good doorman, you'll be able to diffuse the situation really, really quickly. Because if not, mate, you're going to spend the whole night fighting people.
We're talking about the notorious King's Cross doorman being able to defuse situations, and what you're summing out. And if we have some time, I'd love to go into the backstories and some stories around that. But
a lot of people do.
Maybe that's for another podcast. But but you've the question, and you're talking about you being in this industry and you're loving people, and it's interesting how you say this industry is all about people. A lot of people get that wrong because we're talking. I mean, we are going to talk about education, but a lot of people get the fundamental thing wrong, which is communication.
100%. Yeah.
And you've now been in this industry for a good part of 10 years, and you've seen something that you want to improve on. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this brand new platform you have coming up. It's called the Fitwell Education Lab. And talk about that, because that's, you've got the best of the best on these platform. And, essentially they were hard to get, you had to travel and go to an event and so forth, but you've brought them all in once and you've been able to communicate and get everybody in that same place. What's going on here?
Yeah, listen, having been obviously a personal trainer for, since 2007, one of the most upsetting things that I used to always see was year in, year out, just how savage and severe the dropout rate was for personal trainers, within their first year. And, all of these young, male and female trainers getting in there and just full of hope, full of expectations, and then just not realizing that, that it takes more than your biceps and your wax legs to run really an efficient business. And I thought, I was lucky enough in 2010 to win a National PT of the Year award with Fitness First, and was given an opportunity then to speak at the rebranding of Fitness First it seemed to be well received. And then I kind of realized I could probably have a bigger impact on, I love the impact that I had on my clients' lives. I love the impact, that I could have on their kids, because then I started training quite a few of their kids, and just seeing the positive differences, that physical activity in any type of manner can help. I enjoyed helping young trainers as well. So I thought, let's give it a go, and let's see what we can do in terms of education. And myself and my business partner in our first venture, which was Level Up Continuing Education, we did that, but it didn't do that well. COVID kicked in, and we went, right, you know what? We've already got a great network of presenters on this platform, and reaching out to those presenters again. I guess when I tried to speak to them, the picture that was always going to be painted to them is, I wanted our industry to be, respected a lot more. I wanted our personal trainers to be, to have a job that other allied health professionals can respect, and so long as we obviously stay within our lane. And when I pitched that to many of the presenters, and I guess they probably heard my passion and my sincerity for just having, the ability to try and improve everything that personal trainers do. So yeah, the idea of of Fitwell came about. Fitwell, it was an idea that popped into my head after having my first meeting with Tarek, and we knew that we wanted to collaborate. We didn't know what it looked like, and I'm a huge fan of collaboration. I'm also, even when I was a personal trainer, I know what I know, but I know what I don't know. And if I don't know, then I'm going to find people that do know it, and I'm going to learn from those people as well. And that was kind of what, led to Fitwell. I was watching something on Netflix, and then I looked at Netflix and went, hang on a sec, that's my business model. Did a bit of research and just realized that in the US and in the UK and throughout Asia, there wasn't a subscription-based model built like Netflix anywhere. Went back to Tarek and said, I've got an idea. And it's literally just grown and evolved from there. And we were fortunate, we literally only launched 7 days ago. And the idea of this platform as well, it's affordable. It's less than $10 a week to give you unlimited access to our 3 major streams, which is business and leadership, wellness and mental health, and movement. And under that, our job is to create a platform that any exercise professional can go to and just enjoy the entire library and the growing library, because we drop content every week. So that's what we were trying to do is, okay, the starting price point is, $39.95 a month, but and that comes with about, starting off with about 14 presenters, and it'll still be the same price point. And by the end of the year, we'll have close to 80 presenters on the platform. And again, an option for personal trainers, even to explore areas that they maybe didn't even consider learning about. And then them, obviously, maybe with you, Rich, coming up there soon, which is going to be on the business stream. Again, it's just an opportunity to collaborate and for people to hear what you have to teach on the platform and go, wow, I want to learn more about what Rich does at Com Marketing. Let's get over to and network with him as well, so that everybody benefits from this. We as a business benefit from it. The subscribers, most importantly, benefit from it, and our affiliates also benefit from it as well. So that's how Fitwell was created, and it was actually created because of our first business that didn't do that well. But if I don't do that well, I just like to look at things and think, okay, what can I do better for the next one? And Fitwell has definitely proven to be a worthy project that we're super proud to to put out into the marketplace and have people enjoy it.
Yeah, awesome. And that's right. I am on the platform, and what I was impressed about is that there's a lot of with everything flat in the world, everybody can pull up a camera and shoot a video, and there's more content than you can keep up with this day and age, as we know. What Fitwell is, what I'm seeing here is that you're ensuring that the content is 1, original, 2, helpful, 3, filmed and executed in a professional way. And it's not just a whole mumbo jumbo put together. So people can really just go through and be clear of, which stream they want to be in. And most importantly, making sure that there is quality, quality experts there. So they're not, they know that, okay, they're in a safe space to learn, and also space safe to figure out, if that's something that they do want to move on to or not, which is really good.
Yeah, listen, and you're right there. We were really, really big to make sure that, as you said, we wanted people just to literally open up, join the website and just get wow. we obviously base it on a very, very similar type of model, like a lot of the other subscription-based models, so that they will, our subscribers would be aware of this layout. Oh, this looks like, Disney Plus and Netflix and all these other ones, and I know how that how that works. And we wanted to kind of align ourselves with that. We also wanted to make the content enjoyable and engaging. So, most of our episodes sit between a minimum 12 minutes, maximum 20 minutes, 22 minutes. So it gives, subscribers and our students an opportunity, hey, to watch an episode on the bus. We're really fortunate. We've got FitRec on board already. Oz Active are about to go with us as well, which means for the trainers as well, that they don't have to watch a long, mundane 3-hour video that's been shot on an iPhone 4 and it's got poorly put together. We want people to go, wow, we can see the quality in this. And most importantly as well, with each of the episodes, we made it very clear to all of our presenters, there has to be take-home points. So people can automatically think, that's what I'm doing wrong. I can apply that to my business immediately, and it's going to have a positive impact on the business long-term.
Yeah, love it. Now, David, and well done on this platform. I just love the opportunities now. Like you see something that's starting like your brand. It's a new brand out in the marketplace. But when I see great experts on it, professionally filmed, it's that leader like yourself and Tarek and other David, and you're believing in that vision. A bit of a curveball question. What is your thoughts on vision? And trainers come in the industry and they say, I want to achieve X and Y and Z, and you're on this new program, but there's so much growth in the thing I love. There's just so much growth in this. What are your thoughts on vision when people are starting up a new business or a new venture or going to become a personal trainer?
When it comes to vision, from my perspective, it's I guess with vision has to become belief, and a belief that whatever my vision is, I believe that it's going to work. And so I'm a big fan of a simple little bit of a belief, of implement, track, and adjust. So if I have an idea, I want to implement it. If I don't track it, I don't know what I'm meant to be adjusting. So, the vision of what we have, the vision, may slightly vary or change, but the core values and the essence and the makeup or the ingredients to it, to me, it doesn't change. So I'm a big believer. Even when I started off as a personal trainer, and I was, as I said, I was lucky to win that award in 2010. I remember being asked a question probably about a month after I'd been nominated as a regional winner. And one of the trainers turned around and said, Dave, what's your goal? Is it to be the best trainer in Australia? And my answer was, I just want to be the best trainer for my clients. And, so for me that, and it's the same thing again here with vision, please leave the ego at the door as well. And I think because, I don't take myself very seriously. I turn up to most of my filming shoots with Star Wars socks on and slides, and I could look like a bum. But I think what helps me, to create that vision is keeping that humility as well. And I think there's a lot of people within not only just our industry, but a lot of industries that could do with a little bit more humility. So vision for me is something that, of course, I have it, and if I have a vision, I will write it down. I'll put it on a whiteboard, and I'll start writing down things of what it needs to look like. Who do I need to work with to do that? And then I'm going to hustle, and I'm going to hustle real hard, and I'm going to work real hard. And I don't generally take no for an answer, because if I get no, then I haven't created enough value to do that, and I'll find another way to get it done. And people kind of go, all right, Dave, let's have a shot. And then when we show them, our vision of what it is, we're very fortunate, that people believe in it. And because we've been able to create something very, very new, it makes it exciting because people want to, jump on it.
I love that. Haven't showed them enough value for them to say, yes, that's really good. All right. Yeah. So in your experience, right, what do you think overall personal trainers, what do they need to upskill themselves on? Where do you see the major downfalls are in the industry at the moment?
Yeah, I think number one is patience. You've got to be patient. You're not going to be an overnight success. That's just the reality. what I would highly encourage any personal trainer to do is, first and foremost, it's not about what you're posting. Mm-hmm. It's not about your bench press, your deadlift, your squat, or whatever it is. I could not care for any of that type of stuff, because just so personal trainers are aware, people have been squatting, deadlifting, and benching for a couple of 100 years now. So it's nothing new. Mm-hmm. What I think people should instead focus on is really their business, and take that first and foremost as the most serious thing, that, to look at their business and go and spend time with, or look at some of the other personal trainers that they may be working alongside that have been there 5, 10, 15 years, and say, okay, can I spend some time with you? Outsource help, invest in your education where you can. Surround yourself with, like-minded people. Avoid, the negative people in your gym, and there's going to be a lot of them. You'll hear them turn around and say, oh, there's no leads on the floor, there's only bad people. Well, if you want to hang around those people, you're just going to be like them. Put yourself in a position where you can surround yourself with a lot of growth-minded personal trainers.
Yep.
Invest in, even if you can't afford to get to an education course, there's audio books, there's books, there's plenty of things that you can be doing. But first and foremost, focus on the business, focus on the numbers as well. And then don't be disheartened when you get your first knockback and your second knockback. Pick yourself up, go again, pick yourself up and go again. Be prepared for an empty bank account. That's going to happen. Be prepared for, automatic debits to bounce. Show a bit of resilience, show a bit of grit, and understand and say, okay, great. What do I need to make sure that doesn't happen again? And then set a plan, implement it, track it, and adjust it where needed.
I love how you say automatic debits bounce. It's interesting because a lot of people don't talk about that, right? Yeah, that is going to happen.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Payments will bounce.
Yeah,
Really good. And okay, so let's talk about marketing for a second, David. This is a marketing show. I think you've dropped a few marketing bombs already, if you ask me. But what is your number one marketing tactic that's working really well in your business or businesses that you work with?
Yeah, so in our business at the moment with Fitwell is, okay, again, I know what I know, but I know what I don't know. So in this case here, we were very fortunate, to outsource to a professional that knew exactly, or presented to us a package that we were really, really happy to look at. We had an opportunity to have a look at other areas of the business or other businesses that he'd had a very good impact on. And I just liked his approach. I think whatever your marketing is going to be, it has to be authentic to you. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on and what could potentially make you unique in a very, very crowded space. And, I'm also a big believer as well that, if you're wanting these days, to get people to join your community of whatever it is, get your community to talk for you. So, it should be more about, as I said, I don't care what you squat bench. Yep. I want to hear the success stories of your clients, of your members. All those things are far more interesting to me, and I honestly feel are far more relatable to your next client. I always have a saying to trainers when I'm out there, just be careful. Your next client is already watching you. They're watching what you do.
Watching.
Yeah.
I like that. There's a bit of Star Wars coming in there, David, I think, We're watching.
Search your feelings, Richard.
Very smart. And that's exactly what it is all about, your clients. And I think you're spot on with the moment with the communication. When you communicate well, the right client pops in straight away. It's just fascinating, David, when, I speak to so many trainers and we're, sometimes it's the basics that we just need to know. It's just the basics to know that, hey, you got to talk to somebody, right? You got to talk.
Yeah. You have to. It is the basics. It's like anything. You must master the basics before. It's like I say, I don't build a house and start with my air conditioning unit. I lay a foundation. All that type of stuff comes later. If I want to train a particular person to be incredibly strong, I don't start with a strength program. I start with just plenty of volume. I need that person to be as muscular as possible. I coach rugby, whatever it is, let's master the basics first and become really, really, really fucking good at them. And once you become really, really good at them, then you can worry about, what is the next evolution of your business. But too often we can, young trainers get caught up in, how many likes, how many comments, I'm going to attempt to do a sponsored ad and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, just, when someone once said to me, hey, I often enjoy hearing some young, trainers or trainers, I want to have an impact on the world. My comment to them is start by having an impact on your gym.
So good. I love those. I love it. You see a lot of that people, you know what I mean? They huge goals, which are great. That's the vision.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's that vision, but start with the basics, be that person that's in the gym that, hey, every time I walk past that trainer, they're always smiling. They say hi. They genuinely want to help people in the gym. And that we all know that old saying, most people won't remember what you did for them, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, love it. Very, very good. Now, David, I did forget this in your bio, and I forgot the most important thing is that it says that you're a Star Wars fanatic and lover of donuts. Quick question: favorite Star Wars episode and favorite donut?
Favorite Star Wars episode would be Empire Strikes Back. I loved it because it wasn't the cliche the good guys win, the bad guy won, and it made me hate Darth Vader even more. And then what I did, and I still think he's the greatest bad guy that was ever invented. So I love Star Wars. I'm very fortunate that I share that passion with my son and my daughter. So if anything new Star Wars on Disney comes out, we're the first to be watching it. My business partner and I, David Driscoll, we go to all the midnight sessions for any Star Wars movie that is coming out. Okay. And then to add to it, if I was to go to a Star Wars movie and I was to take my favorite donut, mate, I'm just taking a simple 12-pack of glazed Krispy Kreme donuts. That's what I'm taking.
Does it get any better?
Mate, the OGs and the originals. I don't need all the fancy stuff on top, mate, because those are extra calories that I don't need on top of what I'm already consuming.
Fantastic. Well, this has been great. Bit of a plug for Fitwell. Where's the best place to start
if you want to, for anyone that wants to join Fitwell, we've got a foundation membership running at $39.95 at the moment. You can head over to fitwelleducation.com and enjoy our 7-day free trial. When you jump on there as well, you'll be able to see, at the moment, 9 presenters up there with 18 episodes across the 3 streams. But know that over the next 3 months, there is going to be a ton, including the great man who's on the other end of this podcast, Rich Jr., who's coming on there. And get on there and enjoy it, invest into your education and take advantage of the foundation membership. And remember also, Fitwell's a tax deduction. So, because we're an education platform, so that works out well. And you can get all of your, your CCs, your FitRec points, whatever it is on the platform as well. So we'd love to see, people enjoy this brand new platform as much as what we have enjoyed building it. So
good. Thanks for the chat, David. Look forward to seeing this platform grow and grow. And get awesome. Behind it, guys, fitwelleducation.com. And if you've enjoyed this episode, all you have to do is reach out, say, yeah, cool episode, share it, subscribe, jump on a Fitwell, check it out. And I'll let David go. And it's rugby training time, David, is it?
Yeah, it's rugby training time. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time in the Marketing Muscle Up podcast show. Bye for now.
Thanks again.